So, leaving or quitting a job before you find another job is one of those things that's like a no-brainer almost. A lot of people would say, obviously, you need to find another job before you leave the job that you're at. But if you know anything about me, you know I like to see and view all sides, all perspectives, right? I like to see the full spectrum. So, I am a person to where, like, when I'm at a job, I'm all in. So it's almost close to impossible for me to even want to find another job while I'm at a job. I like leave the job, or basically one way or another, I leave the job, and then that's when I find another job. Or for me now, I do gig work in between, so I'm not worried about, I wouldn't say not worried about a job, but just like the whole reasoning mainly why people say you need to find another job before you quit the job that you're at, right? And it's mainly because of the money. You got to replace that income. But for me, I'm an all-in kind of guy. So it's difficult for me to find a job while I'm at a job already. By the time I don't have a job, I'll get a job same day or next day. So like I can relate, or I'm at least one person that logic, get another job before you quit your job, is just not always a one size fits all. These situations are different. Each and every body is different. And I just want you to know and people to know that it's okay. You don't have to always have a job before you get another one. Yes, it's ideal and it's mainly for money purposes, but you don't want to rush into something that you don't really want to be at. So it's best to be strategic about it, right? And it's best to have plans set up into place. And in a perfect world, yes, you have your job already, your next job. But it doesn't always work out. It doesn't always work out like that for everybody. So I just love to be positive, love to have some encouragement to those who may not have a job already lined up. It's all right. You're going to get your job. Keep pushing forward. Focus on your peace. That's just something that I have been on a lot lately. And that's peace. Because we need it. You need it. Peace is peace. We all need some peace. And a little TLC. It was very encouraging, right? Because one of my clients told me, because I was just talking to him about work and gig work and how all of a sudden by the time I don't have a job, I'm not a real man. Apologies about that. Now, where was I at? My brother told me, this client said, big ideas can't fit into small minds. And I said, thank you. I'm gonna definitely share that one with my community, because I felt that. And I had to understand, and that's why a lot of people say you don't share your plans, you don't share your ideas, you just do them. And by the time you become successful with it, right? What you do and what you've done to become successful with whatever it is that you did or do, then people will respect you. Then they're gonna flock and follow and watch and ask, how'd you do it? Oh, it was with gig work, or you fill in the blank. It can be whatever it is that nobody will support or can see the vision that God, our Creator, gave to you. It's only meant for you. And I've been told this before, and I've heard it said before, and in lessons and teachings, and it's just now like resonating with me. And that's the whole main reason and point why they say, you don't tell everybody your plans, your goals, what you're gonna do. You just do it. By the time you do it, the money, the benefits, the everything, whatever it is, whatever you want, all the stuff that people just think is what it is that makes you successful or makes you a man or makes you, doing whatever it is that you need to do. By the time it's done, ain't gonna have nothing to say. It's done. The proof is in the pudding. So I just really wanted to share that with you. And by the time he told me that, big ideas can't fit into small minds. So everybody's not gonna understand or know or can relate to what you're doing in your personal situation or what you got going on. You know? Just think about that one. Gotta get that quick disclosure. This is not complaining. This is not a drill. This is just real live, raw content, real help, real life, real situations. Because there's a lot of people out here, believe it or not, that it's hard for them to even find a job, let alone multiple jobs. I've been blessed by the grace of God to have multiple jobs and be able to work. There's never been a time where I just needed a job and was not able to have it or find it. So I will get to it as far as finding a job, more of a 9 to 5, probably something chill. I just want to go in, do my work, do what I got to do, get my benefits, make everybody around me better, please God. And it's probably going to be up in the warehouse. Excuse me. I've been in the public a lot. I have a job. If I want to be out, I can just continue to do this full time because I've learned and see that it can handle the bills by the time I save. It's just like any other job, but I'm not going to digress into that. I don't want it to be a sore spot for me. It's just more of a responsible move when they say find another job before you quit your job that you're at. Don't quit your job without having another job lined up. But again, just looking at it from both sides, or just from my personal life and experience, when I'm at a job, it takes up my time. I'm all in. I'm not looking to flirt around with other jobs. I do see and understand that it is smart, right? Because some would say and argue, right, that you shouldn't even stay at a job for longer than 2-3 years if you're not getting a significant increase, right, in pay, what you're learning, what you're doing, your joy, your fulfillment, your peace, just all of those factors, all of the good things that go into a job that you should keep in mind. By the time you're not growing and it's not checking all those boxes, you should be looking around, because it could be somebody that's willing to pay and treat and do, and God could just want you, be opening doors. It could be so many doors open, windows open, and you just not even seeing it. You just, you're not even looking. You're like me. By the time you have a job, you're good. You're not looking to go somewhere else or do anything else. You're good where you're at. I understand. I can relate. I get it. That's how I am. I don't get a new job until I need a job. If I don't need a job, I don't need a job. But I'm learning to start playing the game, start playing the system. Like, these could benefit you, right? Looking for other jobs, 'cause like I said, other opportunities. You'd be surprised how much money is behind door number 7. For real. And by the time you don't put your name in that hat, it could be, jobs that you just really think you wouldn't get. Shoot, I don't even care. You can go ahead, apply to be a doctor, astronaut. You could do all type of stuff. By the time you put your name in that hat, you get that call and they say, hey, we're seeing if you're still interested in that astronaut position. You're going to be looking like, oh, I didn't even think I could get that, boy. Look at you, $500,000 a year later. In there. I'm just saying, that could be sound a little wild, but seriously, like, consider it. It's not the end of the world if you're the kind of person that doesn't find a job before getting a new one, but it's definitely probably better for most people doing it that way. But it can be done in other ways. Just make sure that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, family.